Hey guys, it is September 29th, 2025. We live in Connecticut. My name is Crystal. These are our hardy kiwi vines, and it is our 5th year growing them, I think. We planted them in 2021. It is now 2025. So this is our 5th grow season with these kiwi vines and our 2nd harvest year. Last year we got a nice bowl of kiwi berries from them, and this year I'm hoping to get some. I don't see as many as I did last year, and the plan was to expand the trellising so we could get even more kiwi berries. We still haven't gotten around to that yet, but if you are interested in what we are growing, how we are growing it, and all of those fun things, all those details, all the questions we've answered over the years, please check out that Kiwi Vine playlist. Has all those videos, all the updates, everything that I've done on these since we've gotten them. Today it's just going to be the harvest, and we will see what we can get. I also have to do a harvest from our garden, and I will do that after. I'm just really curious to see what is left on these vines, if anything. I know that the chickens have spent a lot of time underneath the vines. We have them trellised over a rock, and it stays nice and cool under there, especially during the hot summer days. I'm curious to see if they get to any of them. I know some of them, once they get really ripe, they just fall off, and I see one underneath there. So I don't know how many have actually fallen off, if the chickens have already gotten those. I don't know. We'll see. I did reference my own video recently to remind myself when exactly I harvested the berries off of them last year, and it was at the end of September. So here we are. That is what we're going to do today. We're going to start off with the kiwi vines. Like I said, I've got some on the outside here, and then there are some that I see underneath, but I just don't see as many as I think we harvested last year. But that could also be because of all the foliage. There's a lot of it here, and the leaves look a little funny because it was underneath that net that you just saw me take off. Let's see what we can find. They're like a grape in size. They taste like kiwis, except they're a little bit sweeter, and you can eat them whole. And I still have a small bag frozen in my freezer from last year, in case I didn't get very many this year, and then I can turn them into something else. I'd like to can up something with them. They also kind of remind me of the candy corn pumpkins. They look like that too. Steve, you go in there and see if you can get
there's the Great Wall of Vinage.
The tall ones. No, you can just move it out of the way. I'll open it for you.
Hello. This is different.
Let me know if you need the bowl. There's some right above you over here. Right there.
Oh.
And then there's a lot more in that corner. I'm gonna get some of the ones on this side of the fence that grew.
Ugh.
What? What?
It's like a mouse nest or something.
Above you?
Yeah.
Ew.
I missed.
We'd have to check back at last year's video, but I for sure don't think we got as many as we did. I feel like this is the same bowl we used and it was full, but I could be wrong. Not sure what the weight on it would be. I'd have to weigh it when I get inside, but not bad. All right, so now we got the kiwi vines done. I'm going to go through and harvest some tomatoes, and I'm gonna start with these Roma VF from American Seed. Martino's Roma from Baker Creek. Those are all plants that I threw in after the fact, after we harvested the garlic. I had some Roma plants left over and I didn't know where to put them, so I stuck them in here. Didn't really worry about trellising or anything, and we're getting so many tomatoes off of them. And this is a Comstock sauce and slice from Baker Creek. Very similar is this Amish paste. These are from Mowing organic seeds. These LaRoma. These are Opalka from MIgardener. This is a red ruffled pimiento pepper from Hudson Valley Seed Company. Mad Hatter peppers, they're spicy pepper. And I got these plants locally at a garden nursery, but they came from Gilbertie's plant. Also got some habaneros. These also came from Gilbertie's plants. And pumpkin spice jalapenos from Baker Creek. Magic Hat F1 jalapenos from Mowing organic seeds. Early jalapenos from MIgardener. Fresno chilies, also from MIgardener. Canary bell pepper, and purple beauty from Fruition seeds. And these ones turned red because I left them on here too long. These are giant Belgium tomatoes from MIgardener. Valencia tomatoes from Sereniseed. These are pineapple tomatoes from Baker Creek. And brown sugar tomatoes, also from Baker Creek. This is a Bonny Best tomato. And Abe Lincoln. These are chocolate cherry. Honey drop cherry tomatoes from Hudson Valley Seed Company. And sunrise bumblebee and pink bumblebee. Moonbeam grape from MIgardener. These are red cherry tomatoes that came up on their own. There's still some spoon tomatoes. There's a pink ox heart. And cream sausage. And then we've got Rosella cherry tomatoes. And these are Ukrainian purple. And I've got some cucamelons. These are Mexican sour gherkins. I think these originally came from Fruition seeds. I think these are lilac bell. Yeah, from Baker Creek. Yeah. Never really got to like a nice purple color. And just kind of turned red. Usually they turn like a light purple. And Steve collected the ground cherries. We got a nice harvest of stuff here. I'm very happy with what we've been getting and very grateful. It's hard to measure if it's the same more or less than what we've been getting in previous years. Definitely different, not as many cucamelons. And then as far as the star here, the Kiwi Vines, not as many as last year. Just not as many. I don't know why, you know, a lot of the berries, I didn't notice a lot fall off, but the chickens possibly got to them when they did, and I just never noticed it. I really do want to add another trellis on either side to be able to handle all this extra vines that are growing. The trellis that we have there now, I often get comments if it can handle the weight of the vines, and it can. It's handling it just fine. It's just the trellis itself isn't big enough to handle the growth of the vines, and that's the problem. And the only reason why it stayed contained like this is because I brutally prune it back in the wintertime, sometimes a little bit in the summer too, when it starts to grow in areas that I don't want it to. Let me know if you have any comments or questions about the kiwi vines. Most of the questions that I've gotten over the years I've already addressed in other videos, so if you haven't checked those out and you have questions, please check out our other videos. I might answer the question, and if I don't, then come back here and ask. And I will be sure to do another update video. And also, if you have any suggestions for seeds for us to try and grow next year, I really would appreciate it. I love getting ideas for new things to try, and hearing directly from you guys is always the best. Let me know what you think about that in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!